Team pick.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament of 2013. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. Joining me is LD, and we're here in our final game of Day 1 of Group B. It's our third day. We had Group A conclude. IC Cup actually winning Group A over Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro did advance to the playoff in the second spot, so those two teams advanced from Group A. The way things work here is we've got 16 teams, 4 teams divided into 4 groups. The top 2 from each group will advance to the playoffs. So Group B action going on. TCM, uebelst, as well as Fnatic and Kaipi fighting over those 2 spots. This is your lower bracket, though. Both these 2 teams earlier losing to Fnatic or Kaipi, and here they are fighting for survival. It's 1 game apiece in our last match of today. TCM versus uebelst. Who do you think takes game 3, LD?
Tough call. The draft looks decent for both teams. Weaver Treant, though, is still very strong. This is the old version. The old Treant. Living Armor's been nerfed, but it's not patched in yet, I believe. That's the case anyway. Unless there was a patch while I was AFK for a minute here, which hopefully isn't. Dota 2 did go down for a second, so who knows. But I would have to say I think uebelst probably should take this, just because they have the Anti-Mage, the Puck, the Darkseer, the great turtling lineup, and for now the better late-game lineup. But we'll see. Most of it's just going to come down to play. I don't think either team has an overwhelming advantage from the draft.
Yeah, I don't think there's any overwhelming advantage, and I think it's the opposite last game where TCM did have an advantage. uebelst picked Anti-Mage into a draft you should not be picking Anti-Mage into, so I feel this is a much better game for the pick. Puck's a good playmaking hero to have in the mid lane, something which we'll have to see how Exist handles. He didn't play Puck against, it was against Arteezy's Puck. This time he's going to be the one on the Puck, but we've seen him just make plays in the mid lane, so definitely a hero that suits him. And Darkseer, well, it's kind of like your bread and butter teamfight hero that can fit into any lineup. Great hero to pick up a mech on. So I think uebelst have just gone pretty standard and safe and haven't been hard countered by the TCM draft. Shadow Fiend, though, there's, I guess, your X-Factor carry hero coming out from TCM.
Yeah, they have a very strong tri-core here, lots of burst damage. They have the Dragon Knight to be that hero that's in the front lines to try and break the base. It's a pretty well-rounded draft for them. The only concern I would have is that, well, they do have 3 carries. They do need to get a lot of farm. I'm not sure how well they can actually contest this Anti-Mage. If they don't shut him down early, it's still an AM. You can run a tri-core, but I'll take the AM with a Darkseer and Puck backing him up any day over that.
You can't really go offensive tri-lane with the Shadow Demon Treant either. Treant's more a hero you want to have in the safe lane, giving that living armor to your off-lane solo, in this case the Weaver, or your solo mid. And off-lane Weaver's going to struggle against.
Maybe they do a Shadow Demon Weaver dual lane, living armor, just constantly spamming on the Weaver, and then run that Treant Shadow Fiend safe lane, Dragon Knight mid.
Yeah, we saw them back in the first game. There was a lot of dual lanes happening. That was also, though, against the... I think there was the other team ran dual lanes as well. There was some sort of a Lich dual lane, but it'll be a tri-lane versus a dual lane. The dual lane would have the living armor on their side. But I still feel they'd have to play so safe and defensive. Nyx Assassin Visage, not the most powerful combo, especially at level 1, but still a combo I feel that can... Shadow Demon just would have to hug his tower too much to really be able to survive in that lane.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to do a Weaver off lane. They have pulled Blueberry Ninja. He'll still get the living armor. And ultimately, getting some levels on your Shadow Demon is definitely worth it, because you're up against the Anti-Mage. You really want to max Disruption, as well as get at least a 1-point Soul Catcher, get your Demonic Purge, get some points of Shadow Poison to stop the push that's coming. So I think playing it safe is fine here. My only real concern for TCM is... if they just sit back and farm, they're farming a Shadow Demon and a Treant, which isn't really ideal as far as their supports go. I feel their supports are a bit weak come mid-game, so they'll have to get a lot of work done with this living armor early, and we'll see if they're able to soon. Yeah,
and this is really a Treant where his only use is going to be the living armor. Sometimes you see the Treant picks following something like a Lifestealer, where Treant, his ultimate is actually pretty useful against Lifestealer, against these physical damage heroes. The physical damage is an Anti-Mage, but Anti-Mage isn't really about the team fight physical damage, it's about the split pushing, finding supports off to the sides of team fights. So overgrowth isn't going to be really. Maybe if you can gank the anti-mage with a setup stun, it can help prevent his blink. But in general, it's not a good counter to the anti-mage. So this train is just a living armor machine. Hopefully that's going to be enough. It is a pretty stupid spell at times.
It's pretty stupidly good, that's for sure. We'll introduce our teams officially now. TCM on the Dire side. They took game 2. They did it on the back of some really strong, well-rounded team play. In game 1, they went a bit gimmicky. Omni Knight solo mid, a little bit too much early game, not enough late game, not a great lineup to break the base. But they have a more well-rounded draft here. Blueberry Ninja on your Weaver, heading to the off-lane. Wern going to be handling that mid. Shadow Fiend has been pulled quite a bit of regen. And then in the safe lane, Otzi Dota playing the Shadow Demon. We have Go Audio on the Dragon Knight. And last but not least, it's Hawaii Dodo handling the Treant Protector. And apparently muted.
Apparently muted, as are many players. And for the third time on the, we have the German squad, the team who LD keeps making me attempt to pronounce a different way every time. It is Team uebelst. We've got EDE playing the Darkseer. We've got Puck Exist playing the solo mid. We've got the Naturel on the Visage, actually harassing the Weaver here quite heavily, with the Nyx Assassin being played by Alex, and it does leave us with Araman on the carry as usual.
You know, Monoburn's going to be really strong here. You can living armor that Weaver all he wants, but if he doesn't have Sakuchi, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. So yeah. I would like to see Monoburn at level 1 and just start using it.
Yeah, definitely this is a Monoburn lane. Your Impale is only if you have some kind of triple stun lane, or maybe a double stun with a big nuke like the Visage Soul or something. With an anti-mage trail lane, Mana Burn he should have already picked up, used multiple times here, because Weaver does not have any mana regen. He should just click the Weaver and be like, hey, well, Mana Burn will hurt him. I guess he's maybe hoping that he can get a level 1 kill here with an Impale.
Well, they're taking a lot of damage, and Blueberry and Edge is holding on to Sakuchi. If they're not careful and he hits level 2 at some point, maybe even go for a kill. Maybe even without it. Living Armor's up, Naturel taking a lot of damage, and meanwhile, while that's happening, somehow Wern finds a solo kill on a Puck mid lane. Looks like he was trying to dive for a kill and paid.
Really, really unexpected stuff happening there, and they're just not doing very well at dealing with this offlane Weaver. Nyx Assassin did end up going for the level 1 Impale. I think they were thinking they could get a kill. They had the Sentry Ward. They were like, okay, we can get this kill. He's just uses Shikuchi. Shikuchi has a terribly long cooldown on level 1, but they couldn't actually kill him off because Living Armor was used as soon as he went to that Shikuchi. That's what uebelst did not see. And, well, TCM, this is a good start for them.
I do want to mention, giving up a solo kill to Shadow Fiend is so bad nowadays because the new Shadow Fiend, well, he got buffed recently, where if he kills a hero, he gets 6 souls off of that. So already, 18 souls for the Shadow Fiend, only has 13 last hits. That is impossible to lane against. He has 95 damage at 3 minutes. Puck has 70.
He's got max souls. Yeah, he's on 20 souls. Max souls right now, as far as having the level 2 Necromastery.
And now even Otzi with the double damager and is pressuring him. Giving up that kill is really, really bad for him.
Oh yeah, this is trouble for Puck in the mid lane. Now we can't get. This is what we saw earlier on with the Arteezy being supported by Come With Me. It was just come in, zone the Puck out, and the main thing is Puck's not getting experience here. Shadow Fiend's denying a lot of these creeps, and Puck, if he falls behind a level or level and a half behind Shadow Fiend, he loses this lane even worse.
The good thing for uebelst is they don't need to support this anti-mage anymore. Now that he's got a few levels, even just 1 point mana burn and blink, he's managed to remove all of Blueberry Ninja's mana just by his lonesome, and Weaver doesn't do anything without mana. This hero is absolutely useless, can't even trade auto attacks with anti-mage. Look at how much damage he's taken. He will have to go back to Fountain quite a bit this game. Someday Living Armor will probably give mana as well as HP, but for the time being it doesn't, so Armin having a good time.
Yeah, I was actually wondering, there's a Living Armor's like global HP and sort of survivability. There needs to be, like, the next thing being added is probably some sort of global mana, like on a different hero. I guess that's sort of meant to be Brilliance Aura, but Brilliance Aura isn't like an instant burst. It's a very slow and aggressive. I don't know what new hero could have something like that.
It's just going to be a new buff to Triad, because clearly that hero hasn't gotten enough buffs and needs a few more.
Hey man, he got a nerf. Yeah, everyone
is this
rejoiced.
The beginning of the end for the tree arrow? Gods can hope. A gods can dream.
Bring out the Timbersaw. I like that hero, but no more Treant.
Yellow
it's one of those things where I see Zenith pick Treant and Timbersaw. I'm like, I'm torn if I should be happy or not.
You probably cut yourself and then clapped as well. I don't know. I don't know what you do if you're torn like that.
The cutting myself was the extreme. Clapping is like not exactly extreme enough as far as being happy.
A little bit of a disjointed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what to tell you. But
This is two carry heroes farming on the dire side just for the one the anti-mage. Obviously, anti-mage is anti-mage, but TCM, I think the big thing is here, like you mentioned, they don't have the support to scale all that well. As long as Nyx Assassin can get some decent levels in farm, which they're not doing right now, they're both level 2. I give uebelst a bit of an edge in the mid game, but they need to get those levels.
yeah, this anti-mage is farming well. 32 and 10 and not being contested. Of course, Wern got the first blood, so as a result, despite having slightly lower CS, he is 2,700 net worth, in pretty good shape. And I guess the one main issue, looking at TCM line up a bit more closely, is they don't really have much lockdown for this anti-mage. They need probably a very early Shadow Blade on Go Audio. That's going to be their main way to actually gank him when he's split pushing.
And we're getting a fast T1 tower push in top lane with the Dragon Knight, gets to level 6, immediately pops the ultimate. No defense coming into the top lane, looks like guaranteed uncontested tower. So TCM get the first blood, they get the first tower, and this will give them a pretty early, probably like 2 to 3k gold lead if anything. So this is just something they'll try look to overwhelm the German squad with some early game items.
Yeah, Blueberry Ninja does hit level 3. I think, well, actually he was level 3 earlier, but had to go back to Fountain, I believe, at some point. But now, in decent fighting condition, he'll try and contest some pulls here and there. Maybe just slow down the stacks. That's one way that uebelst...
Yeah, he's just flat blocking his
middle
pulls.
tower
That's
is
very
under
smart.
Really
Also,
annoying.
it's not just for the supports, although that's important, but hey, if you let them stack enough, then this AM gets really out of control. And our man, 1,400 gold up. This could be one of the faster Battle Furies we've seen lately. About 6+ CS a minute, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, this is what he needed last game to give the Germans got a chance as TCM. Couple technical problems, but taking a look at this game, yeah. Overall, it's a really good start for TCM. They've got the early gold. XP 1,000 advantage, not really a whole lot to sort of write home about, but it is sort of a lot of it. Like you have a level 4 Shadow Demon, and the Radiant supports. Nyx Assassin's still level 2. They're not getting kills on bottom lane. Kills give you a lot of XP, whereas sharing the lane does not. They're not getting pulls as well. That's the other place where you can get XP as a support. So these pull blocks, really, really smart from Weaver. He knows that it may hurt him later on that he's not in the lane soaking XP, but it's for the good of his team, the good of the Shadow Fiend, the good of the DK.
Yeah, and while that's happening, Treant just spams living armor and thereby prevents the enemy supports from getting farm. Like, that's all he has to do, because then they have to go deal with the Weaver, harass him down, get him off the pull camps, and then Treant's just farming and stacking and pulling. Sure, he doesn't benefit that much from it, but he could get something for his team, be it arcane boots, be it teleport scrolls, whatever he wants to spend the gold on. And Otzi's at level 4. It's just the beauty of living armor, and I think it also is the fact that the Nyx Assassin didn't get mono burn at level 1. Sure, they eventually mono burn the Weaver, but he already hit level 3 at that point, and probably not the most efficient play from the uebelst supports, but they are still farming their anti-mage. I still think TCM might have some problems actually ganking him in the mid-game. I don't think they're in horrible shape, but it is a 1k gold lead for TCM, a 2k experience lead, or sorry, 2k gold lead, 1k experience lead. They're definitely in command of this game, and uebelst are very much on the back foot.
Yeah, and even Treant having a good chunk of gold here. You mentioned whatever items you can get. Something, even just getting a mech. They don't have a mech bite, so Treant, if he can get a few more towers early on, which I think I would love to see them do that using this Dragon Knight pick. Get a fast drum, or even just with treads up. Just take tower after tower. It's hard to push into some of these heroes, but if they group up with enough, they have the Treant living armor, they get even Shadow Fiend involved to sort of clear creep with razors. They can pressure these tier 1 mid to tier 1 bottom as well, nice and early.
They want to make a go on Wern mid lane. He's got a double damage rune, and it's only a level 2 Nyx. I don't think they should go for this gank.
I think it's more a defense. It's more they're expecting a gank on Puck, so he's just positioning himself here in case.
Okay.
It's a level 1 Impale, and they CSF has. Well, he had 900 HP with Strength Creds.
Dude, this guy has max souls at 7 minutes in. As a solo mid SF. Normally a dying breed, because normally you just get ganked, but. The one other thing, well, for TCM, just a minor quibble, but I don't really like going for a bottle here on a safe lane Dragon Knight. Much rather see you just see a Soul Ring. You're not going to be rune controlled as a safe lane Dragon Knight, and if anything, your Shadow Fiend should be the one getting the runes. But it's still some mono regen, not the biggest deal, but I think it's a bit inefficient.
It's okay. It's sort of, you see a lot of, like, even sometimes you see side lane Darkseers or Marauders get bottled.
Yeah, but they can get the runes.
Price.
Dragon Knight's not going to.
Yeah, it's unlikely he gets any runes here. If anything, it sort of maybe ties up the career a bit for some bottle growing. But we'll see. Nyx Assassin Alex, he's still poking around this middle lane. Now goes top. He actually picks up an invis rune, but all of these movements are being spotted by TCM. They had an observer ward near the mid lane. They're actually going to de-ward some of the German vision here. So this is actually hurting uebelst quite a lot here. This is important vision for them early on. If you deward early, the decreased observer count can really be punished.
Alex needs to start getting levels. He already was behind, level 3, and just continue to spend a lot of time with this Invisor and trying to help Puck catch up, but they need him to be level 6, because if it's just a Puck who's got some items and levels, now has, I mean, the basics, but still not a Blink Dagger. Even if he has a Blink, they need the follow-up. A Puck by himself is not going to get that many kills when you're up against Living Armor and Disruption, so for me, it's of the utmost importance that this Nyx Assassin gets levels. A mid lane Warren does get coiled, now Monoburn, but he's got a Shadow Blade here, or rather a Shadow Amulet. He's going to pop it, that decides better, thinks better of it. Will end up going down. Crucial kill for them.
Almost killed Puck. 19 HP. Dragon Knight not going to quite reach. He could go in for this Puck. Puck has an orb though. He gets stunned up. Perfect timing and vision coming out from Go Audio.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that Breathe Fire didn't hit. That like scorched his rear end, his behind there. That was close.
A great rotation coming out from Dragon Knight. He realized he'd farmed and pushed up top lane enough, and there's a T1 tower to be taken at mid lane. Should he rotate? Even if you don't get the kill here, he comes in, can do some good damage here, force the defense, and forces out a glyph. And it looks like this tower may even go down. One TP going to come in, probably going to just let it get low, but not actually get down to deny range.
Well, they've even brought Warren in, and Glyph has already been used. I think they would have commit for this one. There's no Dream
DSF,
Coil.
they can take this.
There's no Dream Coil, and he's going to go to Warren. He'll help secure his last hits. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Monovoid dropped a Blueberry Ninja. The dive comes from our man. He's got a Blink. He won't even need to use it. He runs down that pesky little bug. Now blinks south. Ooh, TP's out. Yeah, would have been in trouble if he had tried to run away.
That's a nice kill and all, but ultimately that does not increase Anti-Mage's GPM. It may even slow it down because of the amount of time he spends out of the lane. So he slows down his GPM, but it's getting a kill on the Weaver. I don't even know if that's worth it, mathematically speaking.
Yeah, I feel like he could have just ran south, but he's maybe worried about a TP reaction cutting off his retreat path. So
he was out of HP. He could have waited for the Perseverance to heal him up, but it was like down to 200, 250 HP. So he couldn't really, I guess, farm at that point. Now the entire TCM team's at bottom, so well, not the entire, but Dragon Knight here, and Dragon Knight loves towers. He's almost got his ultimate back up.
I do feel they want to try and defend these towers. They have Dream Coil, Puck has a TP scroll. You can at least force TCM off. You don't want to give up all of your outer towers this early. It's only 11 minutes in. Anti-Mage needs that space to farm. They don't have a Prophet this game, so they can't clear up some space this way. But, well, Puck will TPM, but did it way too late without any backup, and now Exist is going to fall. Some serious miscommunication here from uebelst. The TCM are punishing it and doing so heavily. Now Arman held in position, stunned in place, might even go down. He's going to blink away, lives with 30 HP, but the big bad tree is on the move. Arcane Boots online, hunting the little AM. He will hobble away to safety.
Vacuum saves the Anti-Mage. Actually, Radiant lose that Courier. What was that? But the Vacuum saving the Anti-Mage, but that was just terrible, terrible decision making from uebelst. I don't know what they were thinking there. Puck TP's directly into a DK stun, and that's a squishy Puck. He gets zapped, even with the Anti-Mage blinking in. What's an Anti-Mage blinking in going to help him do? Absolutely nothing. Then Anti-Mage blinks into another stun after a disruption, which is Anti-Mage illusions on top of the stun. He luckily does get saved by his teammate, the Darkseer, but overall, really weird decision making.
And that Courier, by the way, just died to creeps her tower mid, I'm pretty sure, because there were no TCM heroes there at all. I just checked. It died right around the ramp in this area, so somewhere in thereabouts. Very bizarre. Maybe, I guess it was sent mid to the Puck, and then he TP'd bottom and he died.
Yeah.
So the Courier just sort of goes to wherever the last place they issued the command from is, I believe. But
it should follow you after it follows TPs.
Well, once you die though, it just stops moving. And I guess that's
once you die, yeah, that's very true.
But very weird.
Did you get? No, he didn't get disrupted. No, the disruption was on the Anti-Mage. So yeah, he just died. So it would have just stood still mid, maybe died to Crimson.
This game goes from bad to worse for uebelst now. I mean, experience-wise, it's okay, but the gold difference is a problem. 8k gold lead for TCM and a Roche. Shadowblade could be coming soon for the Dragon Knight. Let's see what he's got. No, goes for some drums, but nice pickup for him. Warren already has the Shadowblade and 2k gold. I would be very nervous if I'm uebelst. They don't even have level 6 on Nyx Assassin, and Shadow Fiend has a Shadowblade and 2k gold. Yeah, that's not good.
Based on the supports being level 5, I'd love to see that Mask of Madness build on the Shadow Fiend here.
Oh yeah, that would be so good.
know if he'll go. I doubt he'll go for it, but I think it'd be really effective here. The safer option, of course, being the BKB. Probably see a BKB on Dragon Knight, but given that fact, Shadow Fiend will be more sitting back. He should just go for some more aggressive damage.
He's going for a kill here on RMN. If RMN gets caught by a full Requiem, he could go down. Requiem's being channeled. It's going to be unloaded. RMN dropping fast. He'll blink away. This is where the Mask of Madness makes the difference, though. Actually, top lane, though, you'll go in. And Disruption, Soul Catcher, another Dragon Tail. Exist will fall again. But yeah, if he has a Mask of Madness, Anti-Mage blinks away, and you can just chase him. Probably kill him as well.
We're going to get stunned up here. Living Armor to follow here. Nyx Assassin knows he's in some danger here. I think they saw the Shadow Fiend TPing top, knows that he's going to be going to look for that Shadow Blade in. More importantly, though, they just want to be at top. Shadow Fiend just wants to be top lane anyways, because they're going for this constant 5-man Dota. They want the tier 2 now. Only one tower after that will remain in mid lane, which is sort of their last goal maybe. They may even just keep pushing, go for the tier 3 now. If Dragon Knight Ultimate wearing off, but they have such a big item involved because of all this tower gold that TCM can't really be fought. And then you combine that with the fact the enemy have an anti-mage, which is sort of like a minus gold early on, because he does so
well. Go Audio, caught by the familiars here, but is he really the one who's caught? The wall gets dropped, Vax there as well, and then a defensive overgrowth tries to keep them safe. They are just overwhelming uebelst. This looks very dicey at best. 2 will fall, make it 4. Darkseer bought back. That was your 4th death. Casualties of war all around us. And I think TCM...
still ages.
Oh, maybe they'll go for this. They have Living Armor to heal up Go Audio. SF Aegis online. They just want to end this game now. They're going for the jugular. They're trying to cut uebelst off with the knees, and I think they might just be able to do it. Another stun. Armen's been caught. They need a couple auto attacks from the Shadow Fiend. He will go down to the tower, but... Oh, no, Living Armor.
Living Armor.
Yeah.
He should have gone down.
That's a balanced spell.
To the tower, but Living Armor. I think they're going to save the Aegis as well, because it's a pretty new Aegis. They've still got a good 3 minutes on it, so there's no real reason to just throw it away.
I think
use it and try and get because all the entire uebelst team is back alive, so they're not getting the Raxes now anyway.
You know, it's 11 p.m. in Europe. I think somebody on this team might have a date. Although it's a Monday, probably not the best day to take a girl out, but, you know. They seem to be in a hurry here. They were really trying to end it there.
TCM, they're the ones almost in a row. Well, both teams. uebelst trying to throw fast, whereas TCM are like, let's end this game as fast as possible. And, SF does get caught out here, but he's going to baits out quite a lot of these Puck spells. And Puck now, where is his escapes? He doesn't have the orb out. He's only got phase shift, 2 seconds on the orb. Can he escape with a Dream Pull? Looks like he'll be able to do so. Purge is there.
Some pretty bad raises there, no?
Bad place to orb.
He
dies to the demonic purge.
They almost managed to save him there, but wasn't enough in the end. And now Go Audio looking for another stun. He'll stun this anti-mage. Oh boy, this could be trouble. Soul Catcher's up. He's gonna blink away. He's barely alive for the time being. Now, a buyback for the Puck. Everybody and their mother's buying back. Unwinding the Requiem. Unloading the damage. TCM. Well, not the smoothest fight, gods. This is definitely not Alienware Cup level of Dota, but this is certainly Dota.
The scary thing is, like, these next few fights, TCM, I imagine this will be a mech on the Dream Protector. He's got enough gold for one. And Shadow Demon hasn't earned. That's what they really lack. They have heals from Living Armor, but that's, like, slow HP regen. You get, like, 20 or so HP, not even 20, is it? It's 13 regen per second, so it's not a big heal, but earn and mech is what they really need to be able to just continually fight on the enemy side of the map, and that's probably what they're going to get.